creative newborns. We are live at the painting table. It has been a little bit since we've been live. Let's turn on some music. All right. How are we doing this afternoon? It is, oh my goodness, it's after 1 o'clock. So we have a little bit of time here. Going to be doing some experimental painting today. So today is all experimental. Lots going on. I will explain when we get more people in what's going on. I am at a big delay now. My oven broke. So I am trying alternative varnishes, and yeah, I got really sick over it too, so may have to resort to air dry varnish, which I really don't want to. So at a last ditch effort, I ordered a new oven. This one's a glass one, and I'm getting it next week, so I'll probably repeat this as more people get in. But yeah, I was sick over the last couple of days over the fumes from baking parts. So now I have Junie that is sitting on my rack that is varnished, and I can't bake her. So oh goodness. So I got a new oven, and like I said, next week we'll see how that works. I saw a promising video, a review on this oven. So we are doing soft touch varnish with some matting powder, and we're going to try it on a test limb that looks really horrible. So good afternoon. How are we doing? So mixing up my varnish, and we're gonna pour some in here with our little bit of matting powder. It is very windy today. Thank you for the thumbs up. So I'll be looking up periodically at the chat, because I really need to get this done because I haven't started show babies yet. Delilah kind of turned out to be not Delilah. I can't think of the name of that kit. The African American baby kind of turned out to be a disaster. So that ain't going to the doll show. I'm not going to sell her either. So I'm just going to continue finishing her and keep her. So hello, pretty things. Getting rain? Yeah, it's like really windy, super windy. Hello, Leo. All right. I'm going to put a little bit of varnish in here. We are doing I'm trying the matting powder with soft touch to see how that works. I may have to resort to air dry varnish. I got extremely sick over heating up the vinyl last week. Hello. Yeah, it's real windy. So, yeah, because we're supposed to go back down to being cold weather again. Yep, my oven broke, and therefore I got real sick because of it, and I didn't run the fans, so that's my fault. I'm still feeling the effects of it. So I got a new oven. It's coming next week. It's a glass oven, the plastic dome. These new wave ovens are like really super expensive. And I got one that's like half the price, and it's glass. And the reviews were really good, according to Eborns. Is it Eborns? I'm just going to get I'm going to get a lot of fans, a lot more fans. Oh, by the way, I got this new fan. I just got this today from Amazon. It got delivered today. This nifty little fan. My other fan, I had another one, but for whatever reason, that has a plug that I cannot find. So yeah. Hello, hello. Hey, hey, Paula. How are you doing? So we are going to varnish that first, and then we're going to see how that goes. We've got our matting powder, and I'm going to put a little bit in here. This is all experimental. So we're going to put a little bit in there. See how it goes. The baby's so cute. Thank you. That's famous Faye. That's baby Faye. Thank you. Might have put too much. So I may have to resort to, like I said, my babies may turn into completely all air dry, which I don't want. I really don't want. I love Genesis varnish unless I hire somebody to varnish it for me and bake it. I'm extremely sensitive to chemicals. I'm going to turn on my fan. Here we go. Doing pretty good. Got another old funeral to go to. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry to hear about that. How many funerals did you go to today? Oh my goodness. I am so sorry to hear about that. All right, that should be good. I got a leg that I painted that is it looks pretty. It don't look very pretty. It's just experimenting. Yeah, I did wear one. I wore a respirator and it didn't work. Thank you for the thumbs up. I bought a new respirator, and so I may get a, what is it called? An air purifier. That's what Eborn said. She just uses an air purifier, but I'm going to use a bunch of fans. It's not convenient for me to bake outside because there's nowhere to bake outside, and our garage is full of garbage. I don't like our garage. So it's not convenient. I just may have to go completely air dry. So here is a practice limb. It doesn't look very pretty. It's I'd tried some of the pouring medium. It says medium, so I think it's fair game to use it as a medium to paint with. And it's looking pretty promising. I know this is looking pretty all over the road, but you can tell this is a practice limb. So if you got extra kits, don't throw them away. They're great for practicing. It has a little bit of sheen on it, but it's matte. This stuff works pretty good so far. So yeah, it's because it's a practice limb. It's practice limb. So I was like practicing a little bit of AA skin tones, and then I was seeing how well, if I did hair painting, what the strokes may look like. So yeah, now we're going to go. Now we're going to go put some varnish on this, and I added in the matting powder, and I want to see what the finish is going to be on this, and we'll go from there. So this is the Soft Touch varnish. And this is how you would put Genesis on. Whenever I use Genesis heat set, this is exactly how I put it on, exactly the same way, and pounce it on. Only difference is one goes in the oven and the other one air dries. So I don't know. This may be the route I may have to take for my health issues, for the health and safety of my health, which I don't want to, because I absolutely love Genesis, and I have plenty of it left, and I would love to be able to use it up. So Let's see. I had one last week and one this week. Oh, I am so sorry to hear about that. Yeah, I am so sorry. And my condolences to the family who lost loved ones. I'm going to take my glasses off for a second so I can see what I am doing. This is all like test parts. So the other leg came out really good. I used the new varnish, the heat set varnish. It was from Irresistibles. It needs a second bake to get the final result, but my oven broke. Oh, well, that's no fun. I am very behind on show dolls, so live streaming, I'm not going to have time to do too much, except for at the painting table. So we'll try to get to changing reborns tomorrow or have our sit-down chat. Thank you for the hearts. I am on a mission. Yep. So creepy, looks so real because they are no perfect. Thank you for that. It's creepy good. Yes, I agree. Somebody had to explain that to me because I'm like, why are people thinking these dolls are creepy? Why? And somebody had to explain it to me. It's because they look so realistic that they look creepy. And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I get it. It's a good thing. So right now I'm doing a test limb. I'm also going to be starting a Caleb, and I am going to see, I'm going to paint him biracial. I think light African American, maybe Hispanic skin tones, just to see how this medium works. It's showing promising signs that it's working well. I've tested it on other test parts. So this could be a game changer. I'm trying all kinds of different mediums and varnishes and things like that. So we'll see. We'll see. Because really with acrylic air dry paints, the thing with that is, yes, they can. I never had one peel on me. But then again, you know, I've always varnished them with the Genesis Heat Set matte varnish, and they are pretty permanent. So I would love to continue doing that, and I will do anything to continue doing that, including putting 10 fans and everything and a whole bunch of air purifiers and everything in my basement so that I can breathe clean air. And it's the oven, the dome on it cracked, and therefore all of the fumes was leaking out the top by the heating element. And that's why it was so strong. So the last couple of times I used it to bake, I did wear my respirator mask. I had no problems. It was fine. I was like, oh, okay. All I need to do is wear this mask, and I'm all good. And it was fine. But yeah, I got very ill. Very ill. My daughter was not feeling good the other day either, so I was nauseous alongside her too. So I was pretty nauseous, headache, nausea. So when you breathe in that stuff, it causes nausea, headaches, like muscle weakness. It's just not a good feeling. So you're a silent watcher, but I must say I love your channel. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hearts. A half a heart. Because I got this heart. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Look like your the skin evening. Oh, Well, this is a test part. I just painted it darker down this way, and then this is just like more of a Caucasian, like blushing over here. You can tell this is lighter, this is dark. This is just a test limb. It's all over the road, so it's nothing serious. Now, these two, we're going to start on this one's going to be serious. So this one's going to be a Caucasian. If all works out, this will be a cuddle head. To test head, and Caleb is going to be painted. This little guy is going to be a mixed race baby. We're going to try to get him a lighter African American, or we can get him Hispanic looking, like similar maybe to this. I know this is blotchy. That's because I was in a hurry and I was just testing it out, and I'm impatient. So of course, I am not surprised that it's blotchy. It doesn't, it's not like, oh my gosh, I know why it turned out like that. You just gotta let them dry in between layers. So like I'm doing right now, I'm gonna probably put on another coat of this varnish and see how it turns out. I mean, normally this varnish has a really nice dewy effect to it. But I want it more matte, so I put in the matting powder. You can use cornstarch according to Angie Jones. She's another one that I call her the air dry queen. She's like, I don't know about that. I told her that at Kansas Stulch. I'm like, you are my air dry paint queen. So if I can get a little bit more matte and just use the dewy, not the matte on the face, so it has like a more of a dewy look to it, because I do realize our skin is not completely dry. Well, mine is. Especially where I work. I work with alcohol at work, and it, oh my goodness, just totally dries out my skin. Totally. So I just want to see how this is going to come out. And it looks like it's pretty promising. So I want to test out the durability. I have never made me a doll. I got to make me a complete air dry doll. I have never made me one. I made a friend of mine, my daughter's mother-in-law, a doll, and it is completely air dry. And she says the baby's holding up really well. But I want to test it out for myself and make me one. Man, it just suddenly got sunny. Oh my gosh, the weather is crazy out there. What's a cuddle head? So a cuddle head is just where you paint just a head and then you get a cuddle body. So all the cuddle body is just a cloth body. It doesn't have any vinyl limbs. It's just all cloth. And they're very posable and very cozy to hold. But it's just the head that's the vinyl part of it. So that's what a cuddle head is. Cuddle baby. So a cuddle baby is just a baby that is all like, kind of like a Cabbage Patch doll. How the head is vinyl and then the rest of it is cloth body. So yeah. All right, I know I'm going over this again, but it's drying pretty promising. I'll have to talk with Angie Jones a little more about how much matte powder to use in the mix. This is just kind of like throwing caution to the wind type thing. Caleb, I think we're going to try him in the new oven. We're going to bake him in our new oven. So the new one's called, it's a convection. I don't know the name of it, but it's a glass. This one's a glass oven, and the top of it is much different from the New Wave oven. It comes off like a lid. Whereas the New Wave, the whole dome coat comes off, and I think that's a very poor design. So very, very poor design there. I think that looks pretty promising, even though I know it's blotchy, but the varnish itself looks like it may work. It may have to work. And the good thing about air dry varnish though is that if you change your baby over and over and over again, like I can give instructions to the owner of that doll how to revarnish in the shiny spots, and you can just revarnish, and there you go. Voila, you have fixed your shiny spots. Whereas the Genesis, I mean, you can go over it with the air dry. Thank you. Hi, greetings from the UK. I have a reborn. Awesome. Sonia, welcome all the way from the UK. Welcome, welcome. Love ya. I looked at my analytics, and it says that most of my watchers, other than the United States, are from the UK. So welcome, welcome. Another problem I'm having with the airbrush medium, it's wonderful. I absolutely love the airbrush medium. The only problem I'm really having big time is the fact that it attracts dust and hair and oh my goodness. So this is much different. This is the pouring medium. My son got this for me for my birthday, and I meant to use this for our spin art painting. And I said, well, it is fair game to use this as a medium for reborns and see why not? What the heck? Why not? Let's see. Best wishes from Germany. Welcome, Jen. Is it Jen? Gentam 92. Welcome, welcome all the way from Germany. Hi from England, all the way from England. Hello, hello. Hello to this person. I don't know the language that you're speaking, but hello, welcome to my channel. Hi, I'm in the UK or England. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to my channel. Thank you. This is showing some promising signs here. This is looking pretty promising. Yes. You can see it before your eyes. It's getting pretty matte. I'm liking it. Hello from the Philippines. Welcome to my channel. Give you the little hearts here, little finger hearts. Welcome, welcome. This means hearts. Or is it this? It's this. Little hearts. Hi from the Netherlands. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, this is working really well, guys. Just pray that I can switch to air dry and that the results are going to be good. Now we have, is it Sweet Angel's Nursery? She may come in. She paints with heat set paints, and she loves using air dry varnish. See, I have a little hair stuck in there. And that's, it looks blotchy, so it's okay because I'm like in a rush. I'm just trying this out, so that's why I'm just going over it again. This is looking pretty promising, guys. Oh, I'm so excited. This is looking pretty good. And I only do a half a leg just to kind of compare it to the other half and see, you know, the difference between what I've done. You're so talented. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hi from India. Welcome. Is it Faison 8450? So hopefully I said your name right. I tend to butcher names. I am so sorry. And Grandma Paula's still here. So yeah, I was talking about Sweet Angel's Nursery. If she sees this video, which varnish, I tend to not pay attention. I would like to know what she uses because she heat sets her. She does heat set paints, and she does the opposite of what I do. So I do air dry paints and heat set varnish. She does heat set paints and air dry varnish. So she does the opposite. Thank you. 46 thumbs up. I appreciate you. All right, we're going to put this aside and we're going to go ahead and get serious. We are getting on to the serious babies, but this is looking so promising. I love it. And then I'll varnish it again. So I'll put that aside here and I am going to, oh, actually I shouldn't have used that. Oops. I am going to save this and make a little, maybe make a little bit more, put a little more in there. Well, no, just save it. Thinking out loud. And we'll do another round on that. This is the way I may have to go, unfortunately. We'll see. Like I said, I ordered that oven and I will keep you posted and I will do a video on comparison just in case anybody like me happens to show up, pop in on that video because it was very, very helpful. There's not many videos out there right now that talk about ovens and what to heat your dolls in. So if you're becoming a new artist and you're either heat setting your varnish or heat setting your paint or both, it's good to know what oven to use. And so I want to make a comparison, hopeful video on ovens and what is the best to use. So hopefully that'll work out. Everything is in an experiment. I've been doing this 21 years and everything is experimental still. You're always trying new things out. So yes. All right, we're going to get serious now. And we're going to do some blue undertones. Some veining. Hello from India. Did I read that already? I think I did. I did. Well, hello again from India. I got 2 Charlie sculpts coming. That is awesome, Paula. Awesome, awesome. Yes, yeah. Let me know if you're just hopping on. Let me know where are you watching from. What time is it? What is the weather like in your area? I would love to know. So we are going to, so we've got Adelaide on the wall. If you've seen my last video, I did a box opening of Adelaide by Samantha L. Gregory. She is the sweetest lady you ever want to meet. I met her at the Kansas Doll Show, and she was carrying around one of the prototypes of Adelaide. And I was like, I got to order that kit. And she's like, no problem. You can order right from me. So I just got her. She's on the wall. They need to be washed. I want to do a Behringer. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to it, but we'll see. We'll see. This is my pre-mix blue undertones. And we're going with just water. I can't wait to get to the part where we're going to use the pouring matte medium because it, like I said, it seems promising, like it's working pretty well. Hello, 199 people. Thank you again for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. Adelaide is cute. Isn't she cute? She's adorable. There's a tornado in my account. Oh, no. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard there is, there's tornado watches here in Cleveland, I think. That's what I heard. It's not windy anymore. Let me look and see what's going on outside. It's getting cloudy now. It's supposed to get cold. It's supposed to go back down into the 30s and the 20s. It was like in the 60s yesterday. Last couple of days, it was in the 60s. It's crazy weather. 60s in Cleveland, Ohio. Oh my gosh, there's some crazy, crazy weather going on. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Up, the wind just started up again. Yeah, stay safe. What else is there? Yeah, so I'm still feeling the effects of that. I love the Genesis feel. If I can get that in air dry, that would be my dream come true. That would be the ultimate dream, but you know, can't always have our way. I would love to in air dry. That would be nice. Let's see, it's drying pretty quickly. Got it on the fan. The fan is drying. How are we all doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Actually, it's working out pretty good. All right. I may decide to do Real Born Jackson in the matte, in the air dry varnish. I think that's what I'm going to do. I know I wanted to do him in the new varnish. I still might. We'll see. All right, let's start on this baby. So these ones have been washed already, prepped, which I wash them with Dawn dish soap with a toothbrush. You can take a toothbrush and just go around and around and wash them up really good because you want to get all of the molding residue off of the vinyl. And you're supposed to prime them. I guess the primer I use is paint. You can just use paint as primer, but I like to start off with the blue undertones and it goes right into the vinyl. That's why this part of the rewarning process is very crucial because of the fact that this is permanent and you cannot get the blue out of the vinyl. So I have Charlie. Who's Charlie? Oh, I gotcha. Gotcha. You got two Charlies coming. Yes, I have a Charlie kit. You're talking about Marita Winters. I was wondering, Charlie, who's Charlie? I gotcha. Yes, I do. I have the kit, but I sold Charlie at the Kansas Doll Show. He was one of the first to go off my table. So Area was the first one to sell, and then Charlie was next. I was surprised that Charlie was like the first one, you know, that second one that flew off the table at the Kansas Doll Show. So, so my process, some of my painting process, well, it was like 100% of the process is without any medium. And you work with the vinyl and get it into the vinyl. Like I'm doing here. This is all 100% just distilled water. It does bead up on the vinyl, but you can work with it. But the mediums do help make the paint go on much, much quicker. So I've been experimenting with that leg, and I love how the blushing layers go on so easy. I can't wait to try it on this head and try doing the mottling with the mottling sponge with that medium and see how it, you know, works out. Right now we're doing the veining, and this is how I do it. Well, hello to that person. I don't hang something. Sorry, I said your name wrong, but I don't. I wish there was. I don't understand why YouTube doesn't like put like a translator thing. Like, why don't they have like a thing you can translate what somebody is saying in your chat? Because it seems awfully rude of me not to be able to answer that person. You know what I mean? Like, I can't answer their question just because, like, you know, they're speaking a different language. I think Google, you need to put a translator on that so I can translate what people are saying, because I can't understand. What? What? Hey, Jason. Jason says, what? How are you doing today, Jason? And we're making babies. That's what we're doing over here. We're having fun and we're making babies. I'm in my cozy pajamas because, to me, I'm a third shifter. Oh, gotta introduce myself. Hi, if you're just rolling on into my live stream, I am Jen Len of Creative Newborns. Welcome to my live stream. I've been reborning for over 21 years now. And even though I've been doing this for 21 years, I'm still experimenting, still trying new things, always learning new things. It's always good to change up your style, you know, your painting style. Ooh, man. Almost sounds like my window's going to blow in. You're doing good? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. I'm wonderful, Jason. Thank you for asking. I'm sorry to whoever. I can't translate that. What are you doing? 21 years? Yep. That's too long? No, that's my career. I've been doing it ever since 04. Yeah, I make lots of money doing this. If you want to make good money, start painting dolls. You actually do make pretty good money doing this. You do. The only thing, hello, Samco. The only thing that I would say about doing anything, any kind of business, not just reborn dolls, like if you make teddy bears or if you make like crochet or whatever, and you sell on Etsy, things like this, it's not a guaranteed income. It can be good income. You can have good months or you know, and then some months are not as good. Same as like YouTube. It's not guaranteed. And that is why I still work my regular job, because I'm just too scared of, like, I did this full time at one time, but I was a full time stay at home mom, so it was pretty good business, but it was never a stable thing. Some months I made more than others, but I can always depend on making the same amount for my job. But I'd like to stay home and do this all day. This would be so much fun, and hang out with you guys all day. That would be really fun. Seriously, yes, Etsy. I don't sell on Etsy. Yeah, I've been in the reborn hobby for 22 years. I discovered reborns in 03. My daughter was still a baby at the time. I had 2 children at that time. I have 5 children now. I had 2 children at the time I discovered dolls. And yeah, I discovered it in 03, made my first doll in 04, sold my first reborn in 05. And fun fact, my first doll sold for $65 on eBay. And then once I got into it full time, when I had my other kiddos, I was making $800 a month on making dolls. And not too bad for a stay-at-home mom. So, yeah. AI. Oh, thank you. Oh, how cute. It's a little, like a little kitty. I love cats. How did you know, Jason? I love kitties. You're going to make me pass out. Oh, no. We don't want that to happen. Don't pass out. Thank you for the hearts, Josie. Thank you. Can you show us your Finnish newborn? I will show her at the end of the live stream. So usually at the end of our painting live streams, we'll have a few minute chat, which sometimes turns out to be an hour or two. We'll chat for a few minutes and I'll show you Famous Faye here. I'll show you her. But right now we're painting and chatting. So I really got to get boogieing on these. I got to get working on. This is not for the Kansas doll. Well, maybe it could be. Who knows? But the Kansas doll shows, babies are all hanging on the wall there. They're all like, why aren't you starting us? You need to start us ASAP. That is because I want to find out if this medium is going to work out and if it will withstand the oven and all that fun stuff. Okay. Thanks. Nice. Okay. Awesome. 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 Yeah. So, yeah, if you're just popping in on Jedlin of Creative Newborns, don't be afraid. They're just dolls. Just vinyl dolls. It's all good. I do get a kick out of doing my sit down live streams on Saturday nights into Sunday mornings simply because people, the different reactions that I get, I'm getting used to the trolls. And some of these comments are so funny, it's actually comical to me now. It's like seeing me hold the dolls and then seeing all the dolls in the doll room and everything. So we are going to try this medium. We're going to do we're going to do creasing. Creasing is one of the things that do take quite a while for me to do in air dry. So we're going to try this medium right when we're done doing the blue undertones here. We are going to try it for our creasing layer. Hello, hello. Is it Holly Beckman something? Sorry if I butchered your name. Yeah, I'll show you my babies when we do our sit down live stream Saturday. So our live streams have been really long. The last one was 6 hours long, so I don't plan to go that long. It's just I do have a good. I love conversating with you guys because a lot of people come in trolling, to be honest, and then they end up leaving actually understanding the art, even liking it. So I'm getting some, even though I love the positive, I love the negative that turns into positive. So it's really sad. Um, it's really neat to see people's reactions because some are really negative and then they're like, oh, because I've watched other channels, particularly on TikTok, where there's this one artist, I can say who she is on TikTok, but she's very negative. And when people go on there and troll and they know she's going to have a negative reaction, and it just makes people troll all the more when you act all negative about it, because you got to expect that. In this industry, this is something to be expected. It's like, what do you expect? What do you expect people to, agree 100% of the time? You know what I'm saying? So I don't like these new applicator things. But yeah. You really have to stop, lady. Oh no. What do I need to stop? No, I need to keep going. No, I don't need to stop. And those are the comments that are funny to me. You really need to stop, lady. No, I wish I can go quicker because like I really need to get started on show dolls and I'm like time is ticking now. Time is ticking. And that's why I want to see how quickly I can do this. And we've got some veining. Let's see. I can learn something new. This seems so fun to make dolls. If I could make them, I would donate to a nursing home. Oh, wait, what happened there? Yes, that is awfully kind of you, Lexi. Wait a minute. What is going on? Oh, that comment, who deleted that? Oh, that's an okay comment. It's a funny comment. You have to stop, lady. If they're being vulgar, then you erase them. If they say things and like you, that's okay. That's okay. Some of the negative comments are okay. Yes, funny. How? Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, thank you. Is it Sweet Angel's Nursery? Okay, that comment you did delete. Thank you for that. Okay. Um, I don't know what you're saying, but thank you. I assume you like it. You put a thumbs up. Okay. All right. Yeah, if people like, if, yeah, like indicate like what you're saying, because you could be cussing me out. We don't want that. We don't want to be sworn at. It's okay, though. I mean, it's not okay, but it's okay to disagree with this hobby, is what I'm saying. Are you in chat, Sweet Angel's Nursery? If so, can you tell me what air dry varnish you use? You are in the chat. I see, because you deleted that. Is sweet. Can you let me know what varnish? You may have told me a million times and I forgot. I am so sorry. I am trying out air dry varnish. Hello, hello. Hello to Zachary. How are you doing today? Okay, I'm going to keep going. I'll watch out for her answer there. Okay, you satin. What brand? What is it that you use? I'm using. Well, I've always used this varnish. This is the Deco Art Soft Touch. This is a wonderful air dry varnish, but I added in some matting powder, and it's looking pretty promising. I may have to go to air dry varnish because of the headache. Where do you bake your doll? Now, you say you paint with, okay, so you're the opposite from me. You paint with heat set paints. Where do you bake your dolls at? Where do you bake them? In your house or outside? How many dolls do you make per day? It's okay to ask. If not, I apologize. No, it's okay. I wish I could make a doll. It takes me weeks to make one doll. Weeks. Hey, I love the baby. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I wish I could make one doll. It takes weeks to make one doll because of all the work that goes into it, especially if you're rooting them. Yeah. Yeah, that's a totally fine question to answer. It's a good question. Thanks for asking. Because a lot of people don't know, like, how long they do take to make. They're a lot of work. But I'm just trying to hurry up on this cuddle head. I'm making a cuddle head, and this would be our test head for the, or Junie. Junie, I hope she's not ruined. She's already varnished and sitting there waiting to be cured to go in the oven. But the oven dome cracked and there was a lot of fumes. I got very sick. In the garage? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna like have to I'm gonna put a bunch of fans down there. My garage is it's too far away. Our garage is in the backyard and it's just too far away for me. So, and there is nowhere outside to bake. And here we've got really like I don't know. I'm gonna try this new oven, and I bake in my basement. That's where my oven is. It's in the basement, and then I got the windows open, and I knew right away. What did I do wrong? I didn't run any fans, so I got to start running fans. Well, no, please, power, don't go off. Oh, are we still here? The power went off. Let me know if you can still hear me. It's still going. Okay, my TV. I got to reset my TV. The power went off. Let me reset the TV. Our garage is attached to our house. I just go through the kitchen, from the kitchen. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Okay, let me see if I can reset this real quick. Yeah, our power may go out again. Hello, can I please be a mod? I'm very loyal and hear every aw. I understand if not. I have enough for now, but thank you for your for offering. I appreciate you. All right, I am going to just bring you down with me. My TV quit working. Egg nabbit. Just bring you down here. Here we go. You just come down to the table with me and we'll just turn the TV off. We should stay good because like you're not connected to anything. The lights all went off for a second. Like, woo, power's gonna go off. Any second. Thank you. You can hear me. Okay, good. Oh, here's a closer look at Faye, by the way. There she is. Look at that Faye. There she is. All right. Well, we're just going to paint in front of the camera here then. We'll just do that because our TV just decided it's not going to accept my phone anymore. For the moment. Not anymore. Hope not. All right. So this is what we're doing. You can see the veining a little bit here. And then there's the blue in the nose. I mean, ears. I'm confused with the nose and the ears. What's wrong with you, Jen? And then there. So that looks good for now. I'm not going to get too crazy. We maybe do one little veining over here. So let's go ahead and do that. See that little vein? He's getting his little veins. What brand did you get the new oven? I got a it's an E-Wave. It's an off-brand of an E-Wave oven, and it's glass, so it's better. Eborns did a video, a review on ovens, which I am so ever so grateful to her for doing. And she recommends the E-Wave oven, and she was just talking about like comparing the ovens, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to compare ovens. But she showed how to line the oven with the polyfill and what is it, cloth diapers, and how to put your dolls in the oven. So the difference between New Wave and that oven, the glass oven, is, well, of course, the New Wave oven, it's very expensive. It's like $275 for a New Wave oven. I saw them on Amazon. And they have like a cheap plastic dome, it's just cheap plastic for $275, you know? It doesn't matter if you're baking doll parts or food. That's like what if that's your food in there and you got like that plastic just cracks? It cracks. So the glass, it looks like it's very sturdy. I will definitely do a review on it. And the lid comes, it's like a lid that's like a pot lid. It goes where it has the heating element. It goes on and off like a pot, like a crock pot type deal. And then, or yeah, crock pot. Whereas the New Wave oven, the whole dome is attached to the heating element, and you got to take that whole plastic thing off and you bump it into things and it's real hot and everything. And that's what makes it crack. I've cracked it, and it's just a very poor design. Okay, well, I think that is the veining. Let's just go ahead and move on to the next step. And we're going to move on to creasing. And by the way, I really love these palettes, these plastic palettes, because the ceramic ones are becoming more and more of a pain to clean. So these things are like, it's like a couple bucks for 50 pallets, so that's a good deal there. 50, couple bucks. So I'll definitely, Sweet Angel's Nursery, and for anybody else who's interested in either heat setting their varnish or heat setting their paint, I will do a review. All right, let's get our creasing color. And we've been on exactly 1 hour. Okay, so let's do our creasing. This is my crease color. That's my color there. So let's go ahead and get that. And we're going to add in our new medium with this. Oh, get to try that out. Yes, let's get our medium. I just want to try that medium so bad in a real scenario. Which is this stuff right here. I originally had my son buy it for me for the pouring of the spin art paint that we were doing. But since it says medium, it's matte. It's color pouring, medium, matte. I'm like, you know what? That could be fair game for making dolls. You never know what just might work. The airbrush medium does work really good, but it's extremely tacky. Extremely tacky. And then I got to use one of these to get it out of there. And I ordered paint bottles today for it. Hello, 118 people. How are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day. We will be on here for a little bit longer. I'm going to do some creasing. And we're going to pull up some of this varnish. Just going to stick that there. All right, now that we got that, and then we're gonna get our paint. And then we'll to apologize for the view. I meant to have the other one, but the TV quit working. Mark is now home, and it is, what time is it now? We have, that is the time. It's after 2 o'clock. Okay. Alrighty. I may have to go downstairs and help him. I hear him bringing in, he went food shopping. He might call for me. Mixing some of this medium. So right now, here, let me show you what I'm doing. I'm mixing up some paints. Okay, this is the medium that's in it right now. This is the matte medium. This is pouring medium. It's really meant to mix in with your paint and pour it on a canvas, like, you know, the fancy pours and things like spin art. But this stuff works very well for creasing. I mean, very well for spreading paint around, like making it more like very spreadable. All right, I'm going to put you guys on mute for a second, or actually, I can turn this mic off because I'm like right in front of the camera. I'm going to go check on Mark. He's leaving for work, so I'll be right back. Actually, we'll just leave this on. I'll just put you on mute. Put you on mute. All right, I'll be back in just a moment. I got to check up on Mark real quick. Have a look here. While I'm gone, you can look at baby Faye for a moment. I got to go check on Mark. He's about to leave for work, and he's bringing in all the groceries, and so I'm going to help him. I'll be back in a few minutes here. Talk amongst yourselves. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I'm back. It is windy out there. I told him to drive safely. Oh my gosh. Hello, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. All right, we're going to do the creasing, and then I got to go eat my dinner and go to bed. It's about bedtime soon. Yeah, it's after 2 o'clock. How are we doing today? All right, here we are. We're gonna do some creasing on this little one here. And let's see, what are we gonna use for our new creasing brush? I just found a new one, there we go. How are we today? That food smells so good. Mark got me some lunch from the Polish diner. Let's see how this works. I want to see how well that works. How long does it take me to make a reborn? Takes me forever because of I work a regular, I'm a third shifter. I work a regular job. If I were doing this full time without working a regular job, I would say about 4 to 6 weeks. It all depends on if I hair paint or root the hair, but it takes me longer. Unfortunately, because I am working, but we're making some time to get to these dolls. Usually I fly through this much faster without the camera being right in front of me. Oh, I am Jen Lynn. I'm sorry. I'm Jen Lynn of Creative Newborns. Welcome to my channel. We are in Cleveland, Ohio. I've been a reborn artist for now 21 years. I've been doing this since 2003, actually 2004. And you always learn something new. And that's what we're doing. We're trying out this pouring medium as a I just want to see how well that's going to work in the nose there. I still think that, oh, the cat is going to get in trouble. Oh my gosh. Here, let me kick him out. Hang on. He's got the zoomies. Hang on, my cat's got the zoomies. Come here, baby. What are you doing? We have to lock you out, sir. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. All right. My cat has got the zoomies, and when he gets the zoomies, he jumps all over everything. So I'm thinking airbrush medium is definitely better for this type of painting here, like getting into the nose and spreading the paint inside the nose and stuff. We'll see. I don't want to totally dismiss the airbrush medium. That stuff works wonders, but it's so dang tacky. That's the problem with it. But it's okay for the nose because, you know, it's up the nose. Let's see how it works in the ear. So we're just seeing how it works in real life painting. So we're trying a new medium. So there is a primer. I thought about priming my kit, but technically I already do kind of with the paint itself. You know, I just put a layer on and just brush it into the vinyl. And it makes, especially around the fingers and toes where it tends to be real slick. And it looks like it's spreading pretty good in there. And I don't like these new eyeliner applicators because they fall apart quite easy. Yeah, this seems to spread pretty good. The details, it takes longer. Yes, thank you for answering that, Sweet Angel's Nursery. Yeah, it just depends on what you have done. Could take about 8 weeks. It's what, 2 months? That's if you're a stay-at-home person. Me, it takes longer. I can't exactly say because now with our growing family, I work full time, and then also we got a lot of family things, and like we have lots of get-togethers. And ooh, here's a good crease. Let's try it. Here is a nice crease to try this on. Oh, hello, Aspen. Can you please tell me why my prism pencils are not working on my vinyl, missing a step? The only thing I can think of is like if your vinyl is not primed. I'm not sure. I'm getting my Prisma pencils next week, and that's another thing. I have no idea why it's taking Amazon forever to ship them. I've never tried them before. Good question. I'll let you know when I try them myself. I'm going to try them out on our Realborn Jackson. He's ready for hair. And I'm going to do what's called penciling in, mapping the hair with it, and then doing semi hair painting or pencil painting the hair. I'll let you know. The only thing I can think of is you don't have your vinyl, like it's like too slick, or it's not primed correctly. I don't know. I don't know because I've never done it before. Good question. I'll let you know because I'm getting mine. I don't know exactly what kind of Prisma pencils to get, but I just got whatever, I saw on Amazon. So I'm going to pencil the hair in, and then that way it's kind of like mapping, and I can follow a mapping. I think I'd rather just map out the hair before I start painting it on and just going for it. Now this seems to be going on pretty quickly. It's not primed at all. That might be the problem then. Your vinyl is too slick. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely let you know because we're going to do some penciling of some hair. So I am going to go over, it's this guy right here. I'll show you. The pencil may not work on him, but I'm going to prime it. I might just put primer on there. This little guy is painted. So I did put some of that pouring medium because it's nice and matte. It seems to matte this really nice because we're going to do a double swirl. That's the reason why I got Prisma pencils, because we're going to do a colic that is a double swirl on the back of the head. It looks really cool. Almost looks like a heart. So we're going to do a double swirl, and I want to pencil it in first. So I'll let you know. I'm definitely going to prime this. I might just buy the primer. Ah, thank you. I appreciate that. You tried blue chalk before veining. Oh, really? The veining, it works real well? That's cool. So cute. Yes, I am already. And you are amazing artist. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Is it Spartan? You're so welcome. Yeah, just we'll learn together. Let me mix this up. Yeah, that's a good question. I want to know the same. I want to know too. So yeah, that's the only thing I can guess. And then I'm probably going to go ahead and get the golden primer and prime that and see. Yeah, so I want to definitely pencil that out, like kind of like, paint the hair with it too, and then paint over it. Because with a pencil, you can control, it's all about controlling your, strokes, when you're painting hair, drawing hair on. It's just you have more precision to it. For painting, it's harder to control it. But that's something you learn over the years of painting over and over and over again. And me doing this for 21 years, like this is an experiment. Where right now I'm experimenting with this pouring medium. And it seems to be making the paint go on like really quickly. Like, because I notice other artists can paint real quickly. And I was like, why is it taking me so long? And it seems like this is just making it go on much quicker. Look how quick that went on. Normally I was sitting there forever doing this with just water as my thinning. So now I use a little bit of water with this medium, and we'll see. Hello, hello. Hello to Aspen. I love your videos so bad. It's really good. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hi, hi, hi to Aspen. All right. We got 3 highs there. I might stick with the airbrush medium. I think it works well in the creases, but this does work well. We're just experimenting. The blue people. I might make a blue baby someday, or a Vader baby. I want to make an alternative baby. I do have a Yoda. So I may work on Yoda sometime. I'm not going to mess with eyes. That's the one thing about reborning I think I'm totally not good at, is eyes. Open-eyed babies is just, I don't like fussing with eyeballs and getting them to fit and stuff like that. I dread it. I totally dread it. Okay, thank you for being here, Paula. Again, I am so sorry for your loss there. Hello, hello. Is it Pryroid? Did I say your name right? Hopefully I said your name right. Thank you for being here, Paula. Go spend time with your family. and give your family my condolences. Oh man, is it windy? Can you hear that? Holy crud. Man, I hope my window don't break open while I'm sitting up here painting. It's because we're starting to get cold air coming in. Hello from Denver, Colorado. Hello there, Sean. Did I say your name right? Be safe and have a good day. Yep. Hello. Kiwi, hello there. How are you doing today? That was a nickname of one of my kids, Kiwi. I didn't nickname them. Our family is a family of nicknames. You're doing great. That's awesome. First time watching from Lubbock, Texas. Hello, all the way from Texas. Thank you for being here. Well, welcome. Okay. Watching from Ohio. Well, hello, fellow Ohioan. We are up in Cleveland, Ohio. Where are you? You don't have to say if you don't want to. Don't say exactly where you're at, but we are in Cleveland area. Hello to fellow Ohioan. Hello from the UK. All the way from the UK. Welcome. You're watching from the UK also. Yeah, like I said, my analytics show that other than the United States, UK is the people, you guys are the ones that are mostly tuning in. So welcome. I am so happy to have you here. You're in Cincinnati. All the way in Cincinnati. Welcome, Cincinnati. Yep, you're on the opposite end over there. We are in Cleveland. Up north. You guys have a bunch of wind going on down in Cincinnati? Like it is so windy over here. It is getting cold. It was 60 degrees yesterday. And it's supposed to go back down into the 20s. It was nice putting away my winter jacket for a week or two. I have to admit, I loved it. Sorry, I'm just painting the back of the ear. Do you hear that wind? It's getting a little bit frightening there. Louisiana, welcome, all the way from Louisiana. Lois, welcome, Lois. Watching from the Netherlands, welcome. Is it Chaos? Welcome. From Romania, well, welcome in. So much wind. Oh, yes. That's Ohio for you. Weather doesn't know if it wants to be hot or cold. Yeah, amen to that. Like, it's so windy and I'm upstairs and I can feel the cold air. Like, we've turned down our heat. We didn't turn it off, but we've turned it down quite a bit. I can feel the cold air. It is quite cold. Brr. Do you paint the hair or do you root it? I do both. I do both hair painting and mostly hair painting because it's faster and easier for me. I just don't have the patience for rooting, but I'm deciding on what reborn I want to root. I always want it for the Kansas Doll Show. It's so tempting to want to do Laura. All the kits that I picked out for this year, most of them are big kits. Laura is a pretty big. I'm not Laura. Sorry. What is her name? It's what's her name's youngest child? Sylvia Esquerra's youngest. I'm trying to think. Elena. That's her name. Elena. She is the sculptor that sculpted her. She's pretty big. It's a big sculpt. It's a pretty big head. It's way bigger than I thought. Let's see, it's 25 degrees here in Denver, Colorado. Burr cold in Denver, Colorado. Love your work. Thank you. Love your technique. Thank you. Will this baby, I don't know. He's a cuddle head. He's a practice head. But he will either be for sale. I might sell him here on YouTube. YouTube is my website, by the way. Because I know a lot of people are asking, what's your website? I don't have one. You're looking at it. I'll probably sell this. It looks like poor Junie, she would have been done by now, but the oven decided to break. And I'm not going to run it like it needs to be replaced. I'm just going to pitch that oven out. That oven's like 7 years old, so it's time for it to be replaced. I'm replacing my New Wave oven with an oven called E-Wave. So that's what I'm replacing it with. It could be whatever you want, whoever buys it. Whoever wants to buy the cuddle head. It's a cuddle head, so this will be much cheaper to buy. And plus this will be an experimental baby. This will probably be one of the first ones to go in the new oven. I got an E-Wave oven. So the difference between the two ovens is that the New Wave oven has got that cheap plastic dome. Like, it's just so cheap. And the whole dome comes off when you take the heating element and you lift it up to get the parts out. The whole thing, literally, like the whole oven comes with it. And that's such a poor design, like I said earlier. That's just like a horrible design. Because I saw a review on it, and I want to thank Eborns for doing a review. I don't think she watches my channel though, but I want to thank her for the review because it convinced me to go buy the oven, and it's much cheaper and it's glass too, so I don't think it would break as easily as that cheap plastic whatever they use on the new Wave ovens. And those New Wave ovens are like $275. They're pretty expensive. Now this oven was only like $65, so we'll see. A little anxious there. It really didn't realize it was her kid. I realized Laura, Max. Yes, Laura and Max, and then Elena. So look at how big this head is. Let me show you Elena's head. This head's pretty big. I mean, when I got this kid, I'm like, I don't like dolls that, I don't like babies that big. Newborns are really not that, look how huge. This is Elena. This is Sylvia Esquerra's youngest daughter, and I'll have to find out who sculpted it. I don't know off the top of my head. Look at the difference in color vinyl. Look at the difference. So I'm definitely going to have to neutralize this one because it's too orange. It drives me crazy. But look at the size difference. I considered this more of a newborn size head, maybe a little bit bigger. Look at the huge head. But she's a cutie, though. I thought about rooting her, but that would, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see, but she definitely looks like her. So 3 different artists had sculpted, 3 different sculptors sculpted all 3 of her children. So Laura, I believe, was what, by Bonnie Brown? Was that by Bonnie Brown? And then there's Max. I don't know who that one was by. And then Elena, I'll have to look it up. I know, right? Oh no, go find your toy. I hope you find it. It got kidnapped. That's not a good thing. That's no fun. So I'm going to put just a dash of this color to see what it would look like on here. See, we're experimenting. See what that color might look like on there. See, just a dash. Look at that. Just that little bit of paint. Little bit goes a long way. I'll just go ahead and put just a teeny bit of coloring in there. Wow, that put a lot of coloring in there. Yeah, not too much. Right away. I don't want too much. So Caleb is our teeny one. You want to see a teeny baby. On the other hand, look how teeny this one is. This is Caleb here. Look how teeny. This is going to be my practice African American baby or Hispanic baby. I'm thinking more Hispanic. Like some Hispanic people have like that darker skin tone. It's going to be like a lighter, I don't know, like a mixed race. And so I'm going to try it out with this little one here. So hopefully that works out well. And then let's see, our varnish should be dried. Let's see. So here is, oh, it looks so orange on here. I promise it's not that orange. It looks very blotchy. That's because this is just paint that was just thrown on here. So this doesn't look very, very artistically. Because look, it's all practice. See, it's all practice. But the varnish, it looks very promising. It looks very matte. So we're looking at the finish is what we're looking at. And it looks pretty good so far. Because I may have to go to completely air dry varnishes. What, Sweet Angel's Nursery, what does your varnish feel like? What does it feel like? You said you use satin. What brand is it again? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to pick your brain. What brand do you use? So that matting powder worked pretty good. Thank you. I appreciate that. That leg, if you're talking about that leg ain't definitely beautiful, but it's just something for practice. We're just doing some creasing, and this does work really well with the creasing. And then we can move on to our first layer of blushing. And then I do that in completely air dry, like complete, like with just water. And then that way I just kind of brush it into the vinyl, and then I like pouncing. Definitely this should work for the mottling layer. I can't wait to try the mottling layer on this. But if I do this off camera, I will definitely show you guys, keep you updated on how this little one is turning out. And I may try the golden primer to prime the head before hair painting. Maybe that would improve the hair painting experience. The whole idea behind this now is like I'm used to painting the way I've been painting for years with these paints, just with water. But I'm trying to use primers now to do certain things like hair painting, like quicker and better. Whereas you can use just water to your advantage and get the paint into the vinyl. And a lot of people don't know that when painting with air dry paints is that this is like in the vinyl. None of this is primed, especially for the veining. Let's see if you can see the veining. None of it's primed. If you know how to like brush it into the vinyl. Hello, Sammy. Beautiful. Thank you. The color is definitely beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you for the hearts, the peace signs, and all the cute little emojis. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Is there anything else? Okay, we have. And especially when you're trying new things, it's so hard to quit. Like, because I know I got to quit. I got to go eat my dinner and go to bed. But it's so hard to stop when you're like trying something new. It's like, oh, I just want to keep going and going and going and going. And that's how it is for me. So our next step will be our first layer of blushing. And it's kind of like that acts like the primer for the vinyl, and that just sets up for the rest of the it sets up the rest of the layers of paint to build. So you're putting your foundation down, kind of like your makeup, you know, and then you're building on that. And then you can start adding a little bit of the lid color here. It's like the lids right here. And start building on that. So as we're going each layer, you're going over the lids, you're going over the lips, you're going over the nose. So it's definitely a lot of work because you're just building your layers. This all goes by layers, like thin layers. You can see the eyes are starting to come to life. And then you can like start doing some shading in the corners. This is what I like doing, like the corner here. Just kind of shading that in. It looks funny now, but it'll all come together. And that's the main thing about hair painting as well, is it looks cartoonish at first, but in the end, just be patient. It'll all come together. And just like, there we go. Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. Are Are you going to add eyelashes? Yes, I am. This will have rooted eyelashes. Yep. This could be a cuddle head, and I'll probably sell this here on YouTube. So if you ask what my website is, you're looking at it. I don't have one. This is the only place I sell my dolls, that and Instagram. But my main social media is YouTube. Even though I do have like Facebook and all that, I'm only on there very rarely. But YouTube is the place that I do my advertising of my dolls. So I think there he is. Did we get them all? You love the video so much. Thank you. Well, thank you. Can you show me what you use as eyelashes? Yes, I can. And then I'm going to get going. Then I'm going to show you Faye. And then I got to go. I got to go have my dinner because it is, 3 o'clock. Holy moly, 3 o'clock. So that is the... that is the first layer of creasing. And of course I go over the creasing once again once we get into more of the layers. I forgot a spot there. I always think, like, I was looking over, I forgot a spot. Right there in that. I would be doing this much faster. The camera was in front of me. But it's a good way to teach yourself to paint alternatively, like in front of the camera on your face. Ooh, is it raining out? What's it doing out there? I'm just going to use a little more paint. Yeah, let me show you what I do the eyelashes because it's in my Bob Ross little tin. Okay. All right, well, we're going to call that good for now. We've got a lot done on this. We've done a lot. I'm proud of myself. I've done 2 layers on that head. We varnished this together. We did a trial varnish on this. So once I take my gloves off, I'll be able to feel what it feels like. How do you buy them? You can message me. In the description is my email. You can shoot me over an email. Oh, I thought you Genesis satin varnish. Okay. Oh, I thought you varnished with air dry varnish. Am I mistaking you for somebody else? Okay, I'm confused. I thought you painted with Genesis paints and then varnished with air dry varnish. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Okay, let me show you what I use. I'm going to take my gloves off. The gloves are coming off. And then we're going to... Hang on, let me just... I'm going to put some plastic, and I don't know why I threw that away. I threw my plastic away. Why did I do that? Oh, gee. Okay. Well, there I go getting that. Oh, no, I cut myself. No, I didn't. I went to go grab my plastic out of the garbage, and I forgot I threw paint all in there. So I'll get to get me a new one to cover my thingamajigger. But it does come off. All right. I have one piece of plastic left. Actually, that's not going to work. All right, we'll have to just let it go. Let the paint dry up on its own. We do got to get going. Okay, let me show you eyelashes. Okay, so here's my little Bob Ross tin here. This cute little thing. Oh, well then it must be somebody else that somebody uses heat set. I'm thinking of somebody else. Hello, Eve, or Ava, or Eve, Avie. I'm sorry if I didn't say your name right. Here is my eyelash kit. And I use this mohair. Sorry about the paint all over my hands. So I just like rooting hair, except for it doesn't matter which end, it's just eyelashes, but when you're rooting hair, you want to root from the cut end. But with the eyelashes, I just kind of scooch over the little bit of hairs, and it's mixed in a little bit with the blonde. Give a little bit of variation there for rooting eyelashes. And then, of course, I got my little scissors. So the little brush in there, and the little scissors, and just comb it out, and that's my eyelashes right there. So that's what I use. And I always keep that here because, yeah. Right now, I would be rooting eyelashes on Miss Junie, but she is stuck in limbo with varnish on her. Okay, let's feel this varnish. Now that my gloves are off and this is dry. Look how fast this dries. That feels pretty nice. That does feel pretty nice. I like it. So we may just go ahead and look at this cat. He thinks he's a baby. Oh my gosh. Can't hear me? Uh-oh. Okay, how about now? Can you hear me now? This thing needs to be charged. Look at this. Isn't this ridiculous? He thinks he's a baby. I told him, if you're going to act like a baby, then you got to play baby. We got to put a hat on. I made this video of Bubby trying to put a hospital hat on. He thinks he's a baby in the hospital bassinet. We're just going to have the Bubba channel. Stinker boy. You're not entitled. I just gently go over there and remove him. He does not belong in there. That's for the baby dolls, kitty. Alrighty. Well, we do got to get going here. This is what we've done today. You guys are sitting here on my stand. Let's feel this. This feels nice. I think this is going to work. I love it. This may work out as an alternative. This just may work out. Try the scratch test. I always do like the scratch test. It doesn't do the scratch test. I always do it on the Genesis. It may work out. That will be something. We'll do a couple dolls just like this. So I did use so I made a mix here. This is the mix I made. This is the varnish. And so it's the Deco Art Soft Touch, which, by the way, by itself is nice and dewy and it feels very soft. And I added in the matting powder, Reborn FX. And then you can use cornstarch as well. But if this works, I don't want to mess up a good thing. I'll just keep ordering the Reborn FX. But yeah, thank you so much for experimenting with me today. Yeah, that's looking pretty promising. The painting looks pretty, it's bad. It's just because I was in a big hurry and I wanted to try it out. But yeah, that definitely is promising. We may just go ahead and do our Realborn Jackson in this varnish and see how he turns out. Alrighty, let me, as promised, I will show you baby Faye. This is famous Faye here. There she is. I'm not going to pick her up because I got the camera in one hand, but we'll do that tomorrow night. So if you're subscribed to my channel, oh, thank you for all the gifts. I didn't even realize that. Thank you so much. If you're subscribed to my channel, once a week we sit down in a chair, we hold a baby, and we talk all things reborns. We have a chat, we have a good time, and hopefully it won't go for 6 hours, but man, I love talking to you guys. So for a couple hours we sit and chat, and then by the end of the live stream, then I pick up the phone, the camera, and I go around and show all the babies, and yeah, we have a good time. So that's what will be tomorrow night. Alrighty, guys, do gotta get going. I love you so much. Thank you for joining me. 1 hour and 53 minutes. You could have been doing anything else, but you decided to hang out with me for our painting session and our experimental session today. Thank you for that. And I will keep you updated on everything. We're in limbo with ovens right now, so I'll keep you updated on the varnishing process and what's going on. And I do have a custom. I do apologize for the custom that is so very late, and now going to be later because of the oven situation. So, all right, I love you guys, and I want to thank you once again. You're welcome. Thank you again for hanging out with me, and we will see you in the next video, the next live stream, or the next short. Happy